everyone, and welcome to our video release for our beautiful baby gender neutral collection. So many of you had emailed after our baby boy and baby girl collections in this set and mentioned that you really would be looking for the gender neutral. I know a lot of you like to create, like whether it be pre the baby for the baby shower, things like that, or just pre to the baby coming home and nobody is aware of the actual gender of the baby. So you want to be prepared and have all this ready for you. So in that spirit, Mary Fran said, "You betcha. This is what you guys are after." Being like I said that we had so many emails regarding it, we definitely obliged. And here is our gender neutral collection. So within this, it is exactly the same. If you have seen our baby boy and baby girl, it is the exact same collection, but in these colors. Obviously, there are some differences because of the gender neutral. So you're going to see that as we go through with some of the elements and some of the sentiments and things like that. But this is available to you with all of those same papers and elements. And I know how well those sold for us. So obviously there was so many of you that love those. We're sure you're going to love this one as well. Included in this one is also the additional Lil Bits, which is the 12-month baby cards. So again, normally there is 5 coordinated products. In this collection, there are 6. In the bundle, you get all 6 and you still save the 20%. The list price saves you 20% versus purchasing each item individually. So definitely well worth it. So let's go ahead and have a peek at this. For those of you that haven't seen any of these, any of our baby collections, this is our baby, obviously our gender neutral, but there is this exact same collection in beautiful baby girl and a beautiful baby boy. So you can certainly find those quite easily in our store as well, if you were looking specifically for that. But within this gender neutral, you're going to see how beautiful the colors are. You can just see it a little bit in the months word. But here we are with the baby shoes. It's a beautiful gold, I would even call it gold more than yellow, and this beautiful green color. There is also a teal. So you can see how beautiful these colors actually go together. They are such nice accents, and when you pair them together, I'll show you our card inspiration and our layout inspiration at the end, and you're gonna see how wonderful those have turned out. Like, pairing them together is just an amazing, I don't know, the colors just match so well, kind of like peanut butter and chocolate. They go together really, really well, and as you can see in this paper, it is just a really beautiful combination. Mary Fran's color choices, like the tones of the actual color, were just perfect. And you're going to see as well how well they blend together within the scope of the elements, the clustered elements, and all that kind of stuff here. So again, within the papers, you see that there are several patterns and several colors within those patterns. So again, for those of you that are newer to us watching the videos, the reason for that is we want to ensure that you have the exact color that you want to work with in that pattern. Obviously, everybody sees things differently. Everybody wants to create a little bit differently, so it's very hard in order to make sure that everybody has everything. But that is our best opportunity and our best try at giving you everything that you may potentially want to create with. So once again, you're seeing these same patterns that you saw in the baby girl and the baby boy, but just put into these colors so that way, as you're creating this baby neutral, whether that's a baby shower and all the things that go with it, from decorations and gifts and so on and so forth, whether that is a welcome home gift when that baby comes home, and then that way the parents have a full 12-month memorable album that they can follow along with and put in all the memories of that year. Whatever it is that you're creating, you certainly have a plethora of things in order to create with, as what you can see throughout all the papers and everything else. And finishing out the papers, there is the toiles, and then there is, and one more toile there, the big words as well. And those are such nice papers to use. It gives it such a beautiful feel, such a heartfelt thing. So into our elements, again, we saw the bibs prior, and the bibs in these colors are just as fabulous. some scalloped borders. So it's very hard to see on the screen. You probably can't see it, but this is actually a lace border down each of the sides of this ribbon. Just pointing that out just because it is a little hard to see in the white. The bows, very, very pretty and good accents to use. Same thing with the brads, add a little sparkle and shine. The butterflies, very elegant. And again, this baby collection is meant to be elegant. This is meant to be for the parents. We do have other baby collections in our store that are more for the baby. You know, they're very juvenile, they're very baby oriented in terms of the elements and the look and the feel and everything else. This is intended to be more elegant and meant for the parents. So as you can see from some of these elements that have flown by and the florals, like I said, those tones that Mary Fran chose are just absolutely stunning. It is such a pleasing color palette. It is really, I don't even know the word to describe it. It's soothing, I guess, is really the word. It's stylish, it's elegant, it's regal. It's, you know, there's a lot of beauty to it. And in doing so, that allows you to go in both of those directions. That isn't obviously just for baby girl or for baby boy. Sorry, let's back up there. Again, there is a full 12-month photo frame. So you can have a full 12 months in there of taking that monthly photo. Again, Hello World card where you can have all of the details. Those journal cards are so important when you're dealing with the baby kit. Great journal cards as well that are already pre-sentimentized, has sentiments placed on them for you, so that way you can easily place them in. But there's also blanks here so that way, if English is not your primary language or you wanted to say something else, you still have these beautiful, beautiful labels and sentiment tags in order to journal on or to write on whatever it was you wanted. Same thing with the mats. These mats are fabulous to use as either standalone elements. You can use them as card fronts. You can use them as tuck-ins in your mini albums or photo albums, so that way you could place a photo on here, journal on the back. Again, a great deal of options with those particular elements. So we hope that you utilize those. My first phrases, there are lots of them in here. Again, we maybe didn't have the exact phrase that you wanted, so there are some blanks at the end. But these have so many of those my firsts. So easy to place in, so simple to do, and to have that exact look as well. It blends so well with the kit because of the font that was used, and obviously the color of the background color of it. So everything blends seamlessly, but there are the blanks for you so that you can do the same with it, and you can just follow along, just write it in whatever it is that you wanted to. Great little onesie there, a couple of them in the different colors. Welcome to the world, darling little one. The photo corners. Obviously, it is a baby version and a baby theme, so you are going to be having lots of photos. So the photo corners are such a nice touch, and with that lace edge around them, gives them that soft and gentle feel for the baby. Those are really, absolutely perfect for it. The pram in those colors, again, a beautiful little element to use, obviously very specific to the baby and everything else. The ribbons. Again, I'll show you how I use ribbons on my card making idea. If you're not someone who uses the ribbons much, or you think, I'm not sure how to, I'll give you some ideas there. The rocking horse done in the white toile, how beautiful is that? Again, showing off the elegance of this kit. Again, like I said earlier, this is meant for the parents. This is beautiful. This is not meant to be the juvenile for the baby, with the little stuffed animals and that sort of thing. There are other kits in our store that do have those if that's what you were looking for. So again, the square elements, they're so hard to adorn things sometimes. It's so nice that Mary Fran gives us these pre-made elements. So I know I find it when I'm doing the cards, it's so awesome because I have already immediate things that I can just tuck right in there. It gives it such interest, it gives it such completion and such a really well professional look. But I had very little work to do. I kind of appreciate that. So the tabs again are great standalone elements, but you can also place on photos, you can journal on these. There's many options with these as well, so don't forget to use those. The today cards, again, something to capture a really big memory. Today, for the first time, I blank. It allows you to handwrite in, which gives you also that personalization. which as the years go by, and whomever, whether that's yourself or your baby who is now grown into teenager, an adult, whatever it is, they're going to really appreciate the handwritten sentiments that were in there. How special is that for someone to have for a memory for life? That is the entire FQB, and that is big. Look at how much I was talking through that whole thing there. That is really a large amount of stuff. Now, in the little bits, so again, our little bits are an additional elements pack. You do not see any of these elements anywhere else. These are just simple additions. And the little bits, really great place to turn to when you first start creating. It can be a little overwhelming because there are so many papers and elements, and you're thinking, okay, where do I start? It's a big project and everything else. The little bits are a great place to start because you get all these pre-made things which can capture your imagination, capture your attention, and think, yeah, this is exactly it. You were more than ever expected. I want this for the cover. And then I'll add things to it. Maybe I'll add in some florals and all this and all that. This is the color palette that then I can work with. Maybe that'll help me to choose my background papers, all that kind of stuff. So the little bits is a great place to start. These are digital sentiment stamps. So again, digital stamps work just like the physical stamps, your polymer stamps do. These you place onto a paper, onto a photo, onto wherever you want it before you print. You can just put that right on there. And again, on our YouTube channel, if you go to the how-to section, there is a specific video that shows you exactly how to do that. You can do it in Microsoft Word, you can do it in Photoshop, you can do it in GIMP. There's so many free programs that you can use in order to do it. Very simple to do, but works so well. This is our Little Bits Baby month. So you get each of the 12 months so that way, again, you can have a whole section, and this could be the covering or the starting point of that section for everything that happened in 7 months. Maybe you keep mementos, so you have a little pocket behind this, whatever it is, but these are so incredibly well done. You know how easily you could make a little 12-month album just with those as the cover to each one. Pardon me. It is such a great thing to do to make that for someone because obviously, obviously having a new baby, there isn't a lot of spare time for the new moms or dads to do this themselves. So what a gift, a really truly treasured gift you have given them by giving them an album that they can capture the whole 12 months. So the 2 paper pack is, again, you're going to see the same patterns that you saw in the FQB, but not in these colors. In the 2 paper pack, it is unique in the fact that you only get this gingham taupe in there. There is no other gingham taupe anywhere. There is this lace in this teal color does not come anywhere else. You have lace in other colors in the FQB, but not in that teal. So they are an additional pack in order, again, if you're making multiple things, if you're making baby shower party supplies, if you're making mini albums or full photo albums, you know how many things that you have to make. So you want things that are going to coordinate but not be the exact same. And that is the point of having the 2 paper pack. The solids, again, in the solids in this, Mary Fran gave you a nice border around the edge where it was kind of done in that damask pattern with some stitching and then a blank center. So again, solids can be fully standalone papers, not a problem whatsoever. You can adorn to your heart's content on these, but they can also be used as digital cardstock. So you want to back elements with a specific colored paper, you want to back photos, things like that. Well, this gives you the exact 100% color match in order to use, so to make sure that it really goes together. Lastly is our alpha. As you can see from the alpha, it gives you a full set of numbers and letters in order for you to spell out whether that's the baby's name, the parent's name, the date of the birth, how you felt emotionally, whatever it is. Everything is in here so that way you can really have a predominant word or phrase or date or name or whatever it is. You can use this alpha for that. And that is kind of the point of it. It's lovely that it's in the square, so they're very easy to line up and make straight and give a specific look. They're very, very easy to use. So lastly, let's have a quick peek at our card idea. And again, I was mentioning to you about the ribbons. So the ribbons, if you want to use ribbons, this is one idea that I chose to use, where you just kind of stack them on top of each other. The point of the ribbons is that it adds a pop of color. If I didn't have those down here, it's just the green lined paper. And to me, it kind of felt a little bit blank, like there was something missing down here. That is where these come in so handy. The ribbons you can pop in there. It gives you almost like a little strip of paper where you're adding in and basically collecting, and making everything cohesive because of the choices of the ribbons that you made. It matches up here with the florals and all that kind of stuff. It really pulls everything together and fills in those spaces, like I said, that are kind of beckoning for something more. So, again, here is the card. Obviously, if you're welcoming home this baby card, feel free to recreate this card yourself. Obviously, this is just an idea we had, and you're more than welcome to take that card and recreate it yourself, because it really, I think, turned out well. In the layout, Mary Fran's layout, it is so full and rich. It is beautiful. I love the fact that she used so many elements on here. It gives it such visual interest. You could sit and stare at this. It's kind of like a painting. You can sit and stare at it for so long because there's so many different things to see. There's the rattle in there. There's the butterfly up here in the pram. There's different worded tags. This is what I was talking about with the squares, how I love how Mary Fran makes these for us, because our little darling, this square with the flowers and the writing on it is all done for you. You just pop it in. But look at the effect that it gives. It is just fantastic. Same thing with the photo corners. Mary Fran chose not only to use the photo corners in here, but not on a photo. She's just used it on a corner, as you can see here. I'll point out this one up here as well. They're just on a corner of the actual mat. These are those mat elements that I was referring to earlier and kind of pointed out as we were going by them in the FQB. So again, unique ideas, always great things in order to further your creativity, try new things, and make things look spectacular. Well, thanks for tuning in. I hope that you have enjoyed seeing what all is included in our beautiful baby neutral collection, and I hope you will now head off to our store to get it for yourself and begin creating. But before you do, check out in our lower right hand corner of the screen there, you will see our Knit with Collections logo. Click on that to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Be sure that you never miss out on any videos that come up, and also give us a like on the video and a thumbs up. Let us know, leave us a comment, let us know your thoughts on it, what you plan to make with it, the things, maybe some of your favorite elements in it, whatever that is. Thanks once again for tuning in, and happy creating with this brand new baby collection.